Hey everyone, let's have a look at how to play the solo to the Fletcher Memorial Home by David Gilmour and Pink Floyd from the band's The Final Cut album. Not one of his more high-profile solos, but, it's nice and short and good, late-stage beginner, intermediate type solo to tackle, as it's pretty laid back and not very long, and but some lovely phrasing and melody in this one. And so we're in E minor, using the E natural minor scale, and we're in standard tuning. So let's have a run through this one, then I'm going to show you guys how to play it. So it starts on the 12th fret of the G string, right down to the 13th fret of the B into a full step bend. And you're going to let that bend sit up there with some nice juicy vibrato and just let that bend marinate for a bit. Or, you can grab your bar if you have a bar and use a little bar vibrato. And then we're into this. Pre-bending 10 of the B string, releasing it off to 8, grabbing 9 of the G string. And then we're going to jump down here to the 2nd fret for 2 bends. If you get a little pinch harmonic there, all the better. And give that some nice bendy bends. And then we're back into this again. 12 of the G into a full step bend to 13. Now you're going to cut a little short there and jump into this. So you're going to go 12 to 15. And now hit that 15 again and give it a full step bend. Release it. Bend it again. Get your pinky on 15 on the high E underneath it. Right back into a bend at 15 of the B. Kind of like that. It sounds very Gilmourish. So up to that point. Now he's going to do a little slide down the neck, kind of like that, into this. So we're grabbing 2 of the D string off to open G, right into a full step bend at 2 of the G string. And then you're going to release that bend without picking it and rebend it. Into this. So we're going 2 of the D again off to open G onto the natural note at the 2nd fret, and then we're going to start bending it again. So you're going to give it a little double bend and then a single bend. And then you're finally going to give it one final bend, release off to open, and back onto the natural note. And he's giving it lots of vibrato here, and I think he's using the bar. That's that phrase. Sorry, I missed my bar. And then he's doing this. He's doing this little slide up the neck, slide down the neck. Boom. And then we're into the final little bit of the solo. repeats that twice, sliding into 14 of the D, down to 12 of the G, bend full steps, nice slow bend of the 14, release it back to the natural note on 14 of the G, pick it, 12, and he's going to do a little pull off from 14 to 12 before starting again. Back into a full step bend of 14, release, 14, 12, and then he's going to do this lovely little phrase. Pulling off 12 to 11, hammering back onto 12, and then going 12, 15 of the B down to 14 of the high E. Now, if you're playing this on one guitar, you're going to have to come back up here to the 14 into another bend. Out of that, from the 14 of the high E, you're going to jump back into a full step bend at 14 of the G. Bend release again off to 12, and then a little half step bend release at 11. That finishes the solo. Now, there's harmony parts going on here, and when I say, you know, jump back to the 14 of the G, what one guitar is doing is this. 15, he's going on to 15, up to 17, back to 15, before going back to that little bend release at 11 on the G. I suppose you could go to the octave of that as well, though I'm not hearing that octave when I listen to it. And this part here also has a harmony going on. And that's this. So it's 13th fret of the B, double bend, off to the natural note at 12. While he's doing this. And that's the harmony he's playing. And that, my friends, is how you play the solo to the Fletcher Memorial Home by David Gilmour and Pink Floyd. I certainly hope that helped you out. Were you looking to learn this? Well, it's not really a classic David Gilmour solo, is it? They can't all be classics, but the Final Cut wasn't one of their, not a highlight of their career, I suppose, but a great one nonetheless. And nice and short and sweet. And anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. Hope you're well out there in your guitar corner of the world, wherever that may be, and we will see you next time. Cheers.